Hello, everyone. I wanted to share with you just one thing that I think can help your organization significantly accelerate whatever digital change you're looking to implement right now. First, let me give you a little bit of context. Most of our companies are having to rethink our digital ecosystems right now. We need to integrate and adapt new ways of working and move to digital workplaces. And that's actually pretty tough. And this isn't a short-term challenge. The way our employees work, live, and play is probably going to change forever. Now, the companies that are going to grow stronger during this period are those that are able to integrate disruptive new technologies quicker and more effectively. And success of that is largely dependent on employees adopting and embracing those technologies. And that can be the hardest and sometimes most overlooked part. Driving digital transformation is more about people and behaviors than it actually is about technology. It's distinctly a human endeavor. So you need to make sure you are connecting people with your technology. And here's the tip. Your leaders need to build a compelling and consistent narrative for your digital change. They need to create the story that will engage the hearts and minds of your employees and connect them with your technology. It sounds simple enough, right? But there are a couple of important nuances. Nuance number one, the story needs to be built by your organization leaders. We're not talking about your technology group, your PMO group, your OCM group. We're talking about your cross-functional leadership team, business line leaders, geography leaders, functional leaders, product leaders, the leaders that make up your organization leadership team, the ones that formulate your organization strategy and understand where digital fits within that. They may have collectively agreed on the investment in the technology, which is usually substantial. But what we find is that most of the time they would articulate the why, the what, and the how very differently from one another. And that means that the groups that report to them probably have very different context for the change and even different engagement for the change. And that inconsistency can really slow things down. So your leaders have to be seen advocating for change the same way. That's why we're asking them to actually build the story. And the story they formulate should be simple enough so that they can all individually repeat exactly the same story to their teams, regardless if they are directly or indirectly involved with the technology. The second nuance, whatever it is you are implementing, it is not the best thing since sliced bread. Do not just focus on how everything is awesome. You need an honest and open message that takes both the business and the employee's perspective into consideration. So identify both the burning platform and the burning desire for the transformation. Yes, start with the business, but then map that out for your employees too. And recognize that you have different stakeholder groups with different drivers, and perhaps you need to tell that story differently to each of those groups. So remember, your organization has a great story to tell about digital change. Please don't suck at telling that story.